So, what would you do if you find a plantain that's so ripe that turn out black and it's small, skinny, whatever? It turn out black, a little bit of yellow. I tell you what I would do. I won't throw it away. Instead, I will put a meal and I will make it a power breakfast or a power brunch. So strong that must sustain you for several hours. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. And it's going to be so simple, at the same time ingenious, that you might want to consider sharing this video with somebody else. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So look at, to supplement this very ripe plantain, I'm going to grab a potato, which I'm going to peel, and I'm going to do my thing. I have a couple of eggs. And then you add, those eggs are protein. You add another protein in the form of a meat, and you can choose whatever you want. It can be bacon or pork bacon. It could be maybe a pork chop. It could be a small steak. It could be whatever. And I have my own selection here, and this is some of my American buffalo bacon that I actually cooked some the other day, and I still have some left, so I'm going to cook some today. A plantain this ripe, you might experience some difficulty using a regular sharp knife. It's like cutting a tomato. So what I do is I cut the edges using the same knife I used to cut tomatoes. And then with a pair knife, I make an incision and I peel it. This is very ripe. See how ripe it is? Very ripe. Ooh, smells so sweet. This is the sweetest you can get. Now if you can use the regular knife now, you can use the other one. The way I'm going to cut it is going to be in rounds. You can cut the entire thing. It is so ripe that you cannot slice it. This stuff is so ripe and soft and sweet that you're going to enjoy this. I mean, this is going to be delicious. Look at that. Enough for a power breakfast, right? Or brunch. Hot pan, vegetable oil. Have a plate, either paper plate or any plate, and some paper towel or napkin ready. But what you're going to do, you're going to transfer these plantains, and I'm going to use my hand, forget. And you're going to fry this baby. I have the heat at a couple notches above medium. So this baby took about 3.5 minutes to cook, maybe 4. I had to move them around a little bit. See how beautiful they look. So I'm going to use the spatula to move them here, because I want their the grease to drain a little bit. Look how beautiful, soft and nice. So potato, you just peel, use a peeler. You can use a knife. Then you're going to cut it. And first, you're trying to get the balance, because right now, see? Now stay solid. And cut equally from on this side and then equally on the top. For the potatoes, heat, you want your pan to be hot. Look at now, I had a high heat, now have a couple notches above medium. You put those fries there, so those potatoes, wedges, or whatever you want to call it. It's been 2 minutes. Look at this nice looking color. See? So what I'm going to do, I have once again a paper towel waiting on a plate. I'm going to grab this baby and transfer there. So for the eggs, I want to show you a trick. Make sure you have the cover of this pan ready, handy. And make sure you have about a tablespoon of water handy. So I have this in a high heat. I'm going to reduce it to a couple notches above medium. And I'm going to use butter just to get this thin oil up. You can also use a tiny bit of oil if you choose to. Crack them using the pan. Carefully place it on the oven, on the pan. Do the same with the other one. Carefully so it doesn't break, the yolk doesn't break. Place it there in the pan. Little movement here and there. Now it comes the trick. What you're going to do, you put a little bit of water around, the amount of water I told you already. And you're going to cover this baby. That way, the steaming process, the steam start going up created by the water. That is physics. And what the steaming process is going to do is going to start cooking the egg on the top. And it's not going to take a long time. See how it's starting to cook now? Let me show you real quick. See? That's simple. Now for this particular meat, you can use whatever meat. You can cook it differently, whatever you're cooking. But I'm only going to show you how I'm cooking this particular type of bacon. I put a little bit of oil because what happened is this meat is very, very lean. So add a little bit of grease to it. You don't have to if you don't want to. And just let them fry. If you're cooking a steak, clearly you cook it a little bit different. If you're cooking regular pork bacon, you cook it different. I just wanted to just illustrate things here a little bit.